Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly, while others work tirelessly and barely get by? It's not luck. It's not magic. It's value. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful success principles you'll ever learn, the law of value and compensation. Stay with me till the end, because when you understand this law, you'll never look at money, success, or your potential the same way again. This is how you move from chasing income to becoming the kind of person income chases. 1. Money follows value, not wishes. Money isn't emotional. It doesn't care how much you want it, how hard you pray for it, or how long you dream about it. It follows value, not desire. This is one of the most difficult lessons to accept in a world where many people mistake hope for strategy. Wishing for wealth without offering value is like demanding heat from a fireplace before adding wood. It's irrational, yet millions of people live that way, wanting the rewards without doing the work, desiring comfort without contribution. The truth is simple but uncomfortable. To receive more, you must first become more. Money moves toward those who solve problems, create results, and improve lives. It's not about being lucky. It's about being useful. Every dollar in circulation is a certificate of value exchanged, a symbol of someone's service or contribution to another person's need. When you start seeing money as a mirror of value rather than a measure of worth, your relationship with it changes. You stop asking, "Why don't I have more?" and start asking, "How can I serve more? How can I build something that helps others?" That shift in focus, from self to service, is where wealth begins. People who chase money directly often find themselves frustrated. They move from one scheme to another, always looking for the shortcut, always wondering why things don't click. But those who chase excellence, mastery, and contribution attract money naturally. The difference is subtle but powerful. When you focus on creating value in your work, your craft, your service, money becomes a natural side effect, not the main goal. It's like gravity. Value pulls resources toward it. Think of the innovators, the artists, the entrepreneurs, and even the humble workers who consistently deliver excellence. Their success wasn't built overnight. It was earned through an unwavering commitment to improvement and usefulness. They didn't chase the paycheck. They chased progress. The world rewarded them because the world always rewards value, even if sometimes it takes time to notice. So, if you want more wealth, don't start with the question, "How do I make money?" Instead, start with, "How do I create something worthy of money?" The former is rooted in scarcity. The latter is rooted in abundance, and abundance always attracts more of itself. 2. Become valuable. The marketplace doesn't pay you for your potential. It pays you for your proven value. Who you are determines what you earn. The more valuable you become, the more opportunities find you naturally, because the world recognizes competence, reliability, and excellence. Value isn't just about skill. It's about the combination of character, knowledge, and consistency. When you improve these, you become magnetic to success. Don't chase titles or trends. Chase growth. A fancy job title or viral moment means little if it's not backed by substance. True power comes from your ability to deliver results, to think clearly, and to perform under pressure. That's what makes you indispensable. Invest in your mind before you invest in markets. The best return always comes from self-improvement. Learn relentlessly, not because you need to impress others, but because you want to expand your capacity to create and contribute. Every skill you master, every book you absorb, every habit you refine, they all add layers to your personal value. Integrity and attitude are just as critical as intelligence. In fact, they compound together. A brilliant person without integrity becomes a liability. A consistent person with strong ethics becomes an asset. People want to work with those they trust, not just those who are talented. So, cultivate reliability. Show up on time. Keep promises. Do what you say you'll do even when no one is watching. That alone sets you apart in a world where many quit when things get uncomfortable. Remember, people don't pay for effort. They pay for outcomes. You could work 80 hours a week and still struggle if your work doesn't produce results that matter. The difference between activity and productivity is understanding what truly moves the needle. That's why mindset matters so much. The way you think shapes the way you act, and the way you act shapes the results you get. Level up your thinking, your vision, and your problem-solving ability. As Jim Rohn once said, if you want to be wealthy, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. The more you grow, the more your world grows with you. Becoming valuable isn't an event. It's a daily discipline, a lifelong pursuit of becoming the kind of person the world can't afford to ignore. 3. Solve bigger problems. Every great fortune has a root, and that root is a problem solved. Look around you. The wealthiest individuals and the most successful organizations all thrive because they addressed a specific pain point for a large number of people. The pattern is universal. Jeff Bezos didn't just sell books, he solved the problem of convenience and accessibility. Elon Musk didn't just build cars, he tackled energy efficiency and sustainability. The bigger the problem you solve, the greater your reward. It's that simple. If you solve $10 problems, you'll earn $10. Solve $10,000 problems, and your income scales accordingly. The economy rewards impact, not effort. So instead of complaining about what you're not earning, ask yourself a better question. What bigger problem can I solve? That's the question that separates dreamers from doers, wishers from winners. Every increase in your income will always trace back to an increase in the size or significance of the problems you address. This principle applies to every field, from business to art to service. If you're a teacher, how can you improve how students learn, not just what they learn? If you're a designer, how can you make people's experiences more meaningful? If you're an entrepreneur, how can you make people's lives easier, faster, or more joyful? The more your work removes pain or adds pleasure, the more value it creates, and the more wealth flows back to you as a reflection of that service. Solving bigger problems requires courage and creativity. It means thinking beyond the obvious, beyond what everyone else is doing. It means embracing discomfort, because big problems don't come with easy solutions. They require persistence, innovation, and resilience. That's why so few people reach extraordinary success, not because they're less capable, but because they avoid difficulty. Yet every difficulty hides opportunity. The person willing to take responsibility for complex challenges earns the right to extraordinary rewards. So stop asking for an easier life and start building stronger skills. Stop wishing the world would change and start becoming the person who can change it. The moment you shift your mindset from "what can I get" to "what can I solve," your entire trajectory transforms. You stop chasing money and start attracting it, because money always follows those who make themselves indispensable. And the surest path to indispensability is solving problems that matter. 4. Master skills. Skills are the true currency of the modern world, more valuable than titles, degrees, or fleeting trends. In an era defined by rapid technological change and global competition, skills determine not only your employability, but also your ability to adapt, influence, and lead. Talent might open a few doors, but mastery is what keeps them open, and often, mastery builds entirely new doors. The world rewards those who can do something exceptionally well. It does not matter where you started, What matters is how relentlessly you refine your craft. Every new skill you acquire increases your leverage. It multiplies the impact of everything you already know and can do. The more you invest in your skill set, the more your confidence grows, because competence breeds courage. You stop doubting your worth and start realizing your power. Think of skills as tools in your mental arsenal. Some are hard skills: communication, writing, coding, design, analysis, strategy, and some are soft skills: empathy, leadership, persuasion, emotional intelligence. The most successful people master both categories. They understand that technical skill without emotional intelligence limits connection, while empathy without execution limits impact. When you can do both, think clearly and communicate powerfully, you become unstoppable. Skills like storytelling, negotiation, and problem-solving transcend industries. They are timeless advantages that compound in value. You can take them anywhere, into any career, any venture, any stage of life. Every hour you spend mastering a skill adds invisible equity to your future. Skills compound faster than savings because they allow you to generate new opportunities and income streams on demand. Mastery, however, requires discipline. It demands patience, humility, and repetition. You cannot microwave greatness. You must be willing to practice deliberately, to embrace boredom, and to repeat the basics long after others have moved on. The athlete who drills fundamentals daily, the writer who rewrites until every sentence sings, the leader who listens before speaking, these are the people who rise above mediocrity. Mastery is not an act of perfection, it is a habit of refinement. Each iteration makes you sharper, faster, clearer. The reward for persistence is not applause, but transformation. You become the kind of person who doesn't merely perform tasks, you elevate them. In this pursuit, feedback is gold. Seek mentors, coaches, and critics who challenge you, not flatter you. Growth begins where comfort ends. Every correction, every setback, every failure is feedback disguised as pain. Embrace it. The person who learns the fastest is not the most gifted, but the most curious. Curiosity keeps you alive in your craft. It pushes you to ask better questions, explore deeper layers, and keep evolving even when you are already good enough. The world changes too quickly for complacency. Today's skills can become tomorrow's liabilities if you stop learning. That's why lifelong learning is not optional. It's survival. Finally, remember that mastery has a moral dimension. It's not only about being good at something, it's about using your competence to make life better for others. A master carpenter builds homes that last generations. A master teacher ignites minds that reshape the world. A master communicator inspires unity where there was once division. When you master your craft, you serve through excellence. And excellence, unlike luck or fame, cannot be taken from you. Skills are freedom. They make you self-reliant, resilient, and respected. The person who can learn anything, adapt to anything, and teach anything will never be irrelevant. So learn relentlessly, practice patiently, and build your skills as if your life depends on it, because in many ways, it does. 5. Serve others deeply. Service is the invisible thread that connects personal success with lasting significance. The world often glorifies achievement, but service gives achievement its soul. To serve deeply means to see beyond yourself, to look for ways your time, talents, and energy can improve the lives of others. True service is not servitude, it's strength. It is the art of creating value without needing immediate reward. When you focus on serving your clients, your community, your team, your family, you become indispensable. The more people you help solve real problems, the more doors open, because value flows naturally toward those who give it first. Service is the bridge between value and reward. The most fulfilled individuals understand that service is not about sacrifice, it's about contribution. It's not losing yourself for others, it's expanding yourself through others. Every act of genuine service amplifies your impact, your reputation, and your influence. You begin to attract loyalty instead of attention, trust instead of applause. This is because people can feel when you care. They can sense authenticity. When your work carries the energy of service, when it's rooted in empathy and excellence, it resonates. In a noisy world, service cuts through like light in fog. The paradox of service is that the more you give, the more you grow. The more you contribute, the more abundance finds its way back to you. To serve deeply, you must first listen deeply. Most people try to impress before they understand. True service begins with curiosity, with the humility to ask, what do they truly need? What pain can I relieve? What dream can I support? Listening transforms service from obligation into art. When you pay attention, you see the unseen, the unspoken worries, the subtle frustrations, the hidden hopes. And once you see them, you can build something meaningful. Whether you're an entrepreneur designing a product, a leader guiding a team, or a friend offering advice, your effectiveness depends on how well you listen. Great service is great empathy in action. At its highest level, service becomes legacy. Money fades, titles fade, fame fades, but the lives you touch remain. The student you mentored, the client you inspired, the stranger you helped when no one was watching. These moments echo far beyond your lifetime. History remembers servants more than kings because service leaves fingerprints on hearts, not just headlines. Serving deeply means showing up with consistency, integrity, and intention. It means doing your work with love, even when no one is watching. It means being the person others can rely on, the one who brings light into dark rooms. That kind of service outlives you. Service also refines you. It keeps your ego in check. When you focus on helping others succeed, you become more grounded, more patient, more resilient. You start measuring success not by what you accumulate, but by what you contribute. Ironically, this mindset often attracts even more success because people are drawn to those who give without calculation. When you serve deeply, you tap into an endless source of motivation. Work becomes meaningful, relationships become rich, and life becomes purposeful. You begin to realize that every interaction is an opportunity to serve, to uplift, to guide, to encourage, to build. The more deeply you serve, the more you discover who you truly are. Service is not what you do, it's who you become. In the end, the law of value and compensation is simple. Your income reflects your impact. Stop chasing money. Start chasing mastery. Become valuable. Solve problems. Serve deeply. Let the marketplace do what it always does. Reward those who create value for others. Because when you focus on impact, income will follow.